A very good day, everyone. This is Daniele Catteddu, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer at the Cloud Security Alliance. As we conclude this inaugural Agentic AI Summit, I want to begin expressing my deepest gratitude to all of you, our speakers, our sponsors, and our attendees, for your remarkable engagement, thought leadership, and shared purpose. The summit has been more than just a collection of keynotes and panels. It has been really strategic convergence of innovators, of technologists, and security leaders, all of us united by a common imperative, which is to ensure the safe, secure, and responsible evolution of agentic AI. Over the past few hours, we explored some of the most pressing and exciting frontiers in AI, from governance and risk models to emerging agent architecture, from agentic identity to adversarial resilience, from cross-sector applications to real-life pilot and programs. We also looked squarely, I would say, at the implication for privacy, trust, safety, and regulation, because the stakes are high, and we believe now is the time to act. I am very proud of our recent publications. For instance, the AI control matrix, the agentic AI red teaming, of which we have heard today, and of course, of the release of the AI model risk rubric. But I'm also very proud of the collaboration we are having with organizations like OWASP, NIST, the German and Italian Cybersecurity Agency, and many others. But this is just the beginning of our journey. The work ahead of us is going to be multidisciplinary, and we require a shared commitment across cloud, cybersecurity, AI development, legal and regulatory domains. And it will demand open collaboration, continuous threat modeling, and a culture of ethical oversight. The conversation we have had about agentic AI systems have surfaced both tremendous opportunities, but also critical responsibilities that lie ahead of us. We stand at an inflection point where the decision we make today about security and governance and ethical deployment will have, for sure, an impact for the future and will determine whether agentic AI becomes humanity's greatest collaborative partner or the most complex challenge. At CSA, we believe that trust is not an accident. It is engineered within the system. And that's why we have developed a comprehensive roadmap for research where we're going to establish the foundational security and governance framework that agentic AI needs desperately. We are going to focus on three pillars: foundational concept and security architecture, the first one; the second one, GRC, so governance, risk, and compliance; and finally, the third, business strategy and preparedness. To be clear, we want to create clarity where there is complexity. We are developing an AI agent taxonomy that is going to help distinguishing between different types of agent. And this is not going to be like an academic exercise. This is going to be very practical, because when security teams understand whether they are trying to protect a chatbot or a complex reasoning agent with tool access, they can implement the appropriate controls and safeguards. We are very committed to securing by design the agentic architectures, not by accident, not as an afterthought, by design. And we intend to develop security guides and agentic threat modeling framework to provide organizations with some immediately actionable security measure that they can connect to our recently released AI control metrics. We are also very committed to good governance that scales with autonomy. Traditional GRC approaches are likely to need to be refactored to deal with non-human agents that can reason, can learn, and can operate across multiple domains. We are going to pioneer GRC models that account for expanded capabilities and risk of agentic systems. And we will try to address the very big problem of agent accountability, perhaps one of the biggest challenges that we are going to face. From the legal and regulatory landscape, we want to be clear. So we are for alignment, not for avoidance. We are perfectly aware, because, for instance, our current initiative is investigating in details this space, but we are very well aware of the fact that the legal and regulatory environment is evolving very rapidly. We had old regulation like GDPR, new ones like the EU AI Act and DORA, et cetera, et cetera. And organizations will face a complex web of compliance requirements. But we, rather than seeing these as obstacles, we want to look at them as opportunities in order to be able a more trustworthy and resilient agentic system. Our approach is going to extend the release of the AI control metrics to include agentic AI-specific controls, and we're going to leverage our STAR program and our CAR initiative in order to be able to provide assurance solution in this space. Another important consideration is about zero trust. In my opinion, zero trust is going to be the leading architecture for securing agentic system, since it's based on the principle of evidence-based trust, and that is going to be the only way to avoid making dangerous assumptions about the trustworthiness of factors within the agentic AI supply chain. But the zero trust model itself is going to be challenged because some of its foundation, like for instance, the emphasis of identity and access management, of understanding the data flow between actors, and especially the allocation of roles and responsibilities and clear boundaries from the organizational perspective are not there. So we need to develop new zero trust strategies specifically tailored to agentic AI, focusing on continuous verification of agents, dynamic risk assessment, and focusing a lot on the identity and the accountability of the agents. We know that collaboration is going to be our competitive advantage. The challenge of agentic AI security is way too complex for any single organization to solve that alone. And the summit today, I think, it exemplifies the collaborative approach that will define success in this domain. And as we leave this summit, I would like to leave our main stakeholder categories with a short message. And I would like to tell to our security professionals that they need to embrace the paradigm shift. Agentic AI is not going to be just another technology to secure. It's going to be a new form of digital life that requires new approaches for protection and governance. To the developers, that security and ethics are not constraints on innovation, certainly, but they are the enablers of sustainable innovation. So we need to build frameworks that from day one take into consideration these two aspects rather than being an afterthought. But to business leader, I would like to say that competitive advantage of the next decades is not going to be on who is going to build the most powerful agents, that too, but what is going to be fundamental is having the most trustworthy agents, the ones that you can control and put at your service. And then finally, the message to the policymakers and regulator is that we have been collaborating wonderfully together. Let's continue working together because we believe that what we are doing in terms of building standards and best practices is going to be a very good foundation for a sensible and effective application of regulation. At CSA, we spent over a decade, 16 years to be precise, helping organizations navigating the complexity of cloud adoption. And we have also seen firsthand how proper frameworks and standards and tools and collaboration can transform an entire industry for good. Now, I think it's time to apply the same recipe and the same proven methodology to this AI revolution. Our work, I would say, begins today. So please join us in building this secure architecture, this secure framework. And with that, thank you very much for your participation, for your insight, and for your commitment. I hope to see you participating in our working groups and to help us in getting this right. Thank you very much.